Let me show you how you can grow Daphne. Now this little plant I bought from my local garden centre. You can buy bigger ones, but you have to spend a little bit more. Let me tell you more. Now the first thing to remember with Daphne is not only is there an absolute heavenly scent off these flowers, but it's toxic as well. So the leaves, in fact, all parts of the plant are toxic if ingested. So if you've got young kids that eat plants or pets, it's a definite no. I'm even wearing gloves. Some people can get a small rash by handling the plant itself. So I'm wearing gloves just to show you the best practices. But it's a gorgeous plant. It's evergreen, so you get colour all year round. And here are the flowers. And I'm just going to get... Oh, that is gorgeous. A very rich, very almost a perfume shop fragrance from it. Unlike others, it's not like mimosa or anything. It's an incredibly rich fragrance, as if you just sprayed it onto the back of your hand. And the flowers are so very dainty as well. These star-like flowers. There's many different varieties of Daphne. There are only two Daphnes that are native to the UK. First one is Daphne missourium, which flowers on long stems before the leaves come out, and you get a massive amount of fragrance from them. And then the other one is Laureola. Now that variety, again, there are many different types that you can get to choose from. The particular variety I have here is a hybrid, and it's Perfume Princess, very aptly named. I spent just under £20 on this because they are quite slow growing. Slow growing plants obviously take a bit more to grow to get them to a saleable size, therefore they're slightly more expensive. But the fragrance that you get from it as it's carried on the wind is absolutely heavenly. And of course the visual effect as well, which is glorious, evergreen, bright, emerald green leaves that you get colour all year round, and then a burst of these flowers in the middle of winter and also into early spring. So you get colour just when there's nothing else really out in the garden. The timing is perfect. Now Daphnes prefer a brighter location, sunnier location, sheltered site if possible as well. As it's an evergreen, it doesn't want loads of cold wind going through that and freezing it during the winter time. I'm sorry, I've got to have another. Oh, it's gorgeous, I'll tell you. If you're looking for something really fragrant, this is the plant itself. Now, once it's into the ground, it's got quite deep roots. It doesn't like to be moved. It can be a little bit fussy in its location. Like most evergreens, doesn't need much pruning. It's a pretty low maintenance plant to have in the garden, maybe just to shape it. That's all you need. If you are planting it in a more of an exposed spot, you need to give it a little bit of extra protection. A little bit of mulching around the base of the plant itself with a little bit of bark chip, or even just newspaper or a bit of straw to give it a bit of protection. And if the weather is going really cold, there's a very cold snap, you can get hold of some horticultural fleece just to make a little tent over it so it's nice and tucked up during the cold times. Right, let's go find this little one a home. Now I've chosen this spot just here. It's a lovely corner for the Daphne. And there's a couple of things. One, it's in the corner and it's evergreen, so it's really going to bookend the end of this border. Over the far side, I've got some yew over there as well, so it just really corners, so there'll always be something. But the other thing it's going to do is where there's brickwork here and the sleepers here, it's going to soften the merging of those two separate hard landscape materials. And I just like to have something I can see from the window over there that'll always be in colour. Now, I'm squeezing the bottom of the pot, really just to loosen the soil underneath, because as I mentioned, they don't like to be moved that much. Therefore, I want to try and keep the soil within this attached to the roots as much as possible so nothing breaks off. Before I'm going to do that, I'm just going to loosen the soil just here and dig the hole ready. The secret is planting the plant at the same depth as it is in the pot itself. There we go. It's not a huge pot space. Just loosen up the soil at the base. I've already mixed in some peat-free compost into this border, so it's perfect. Take the label out. My fingers over the top, just to where the plant is there. Turn it upside down. Squeeze the bottom of the pot. Gently take it out. Lovely root system. Look at that. And then I'm just making a small hole there. In you go. In you go. And then just making sure the soil makes contact around the roots. Put it all together, and there you have it. One planted Daphne in its new home, bringing an element of foliage colour throughout the year and a heavenly scent of fragrance. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. There are loads more plant profiles for you to choose a beautiful ornamental plant for your garden. So please subscribe to my channel for more great content like this. And if you turn on the notifications, I'll let you know when more plant profiles come about.